I began to wake up when I was in elementary school. Adults were teaching me that the way to protect myself from a nuclear explosion was to duck under my desk and cover my head. That's when my serious questioning began. A couple of years later, I had a direct experience of universal energy. It happened one day when I was riding on a school bus, gazing out the window. I had a vision of a whirlpool pattern, and I just knew that the flow of energy I was seeing was the same in an atom as in our entire solar system. I felt deeply that I, too, was somehow made of that same pattern.
Individual human beings have become so phenomenally powerful, empowered by technology. If now human consciousness does not rise, the world will go towards destruction. What 10,000 men can do or could not do 1,000 years ago, one man can do today. When such an empowerment has come, raising human consciousness becomes absolutely vital. If that doesn't happen, we're definitely heading for destruction. According to United Nations, by 2050, we will be 9.6 billion people. If you are 9.6 billion people, what it means is all of us have to exist here with 40% less resource than what we have right now. When I say resource, I'm not talking about oil, I'm not talking about gold, or I'm not talking about something else. I'm talking about water, the air that you breathe, the food that you eat, above all air and water. Every minute you're taking approximately 12 to 15 breaths.
So we invested in wind, we invested in solar, we invested in biomass. We're all about increasing energy efficiency and finding new, renewable, clean sources of energy. We don't yet have the technological breakthroughs that can completely replace fossil fuels. Unless somebody here invents something tomorrow, which would be very helpful. And if you have it, let me know.
With all due respect, Mr. President, this is me letting you know. I'm here representing the Vortex-based mathematics project, which was founded by my teacher, Marco Rodin. Nearly 40 years ago, Marco discovered an unknown mathematical language inherent to nature. Now I found the key of how to model it in three-dimensional space. The importance of this discovery cannot be underestimated. With it, I believe we can create inexhaustible clean energy, produce unlimited food, end all diseases, travel anywhere in the universe, build the ultimate supercomputer, and obsolete all existing technology. How is it possible that we make such outrageous claims? It's because we have the secret that connects all the world's technologies into one. Numbers. A living language. A jigsaw puzzle that when pieced together no longer forms an approximation or a rendition of reality. Numbers are reality. Neither imaginary, nor irrational, nor arbitrary. Numbers are actually a waveform that folds out into a 3D shape, defining space and time literally. The shape of a torus, nature's original donut, many believe may hold the key to creating a clean and sustainable environment for future generations. We can tap what has been referred to as the 0-point energy, sometimes referred to as free energy, and already the evidence and traces of that exist.
Allah Rabbul Izzah honored me and you with a religion, the focus of which is success. Like the focus of the entire religion is success. You can't deny that. Anytime 5 times a day you hear the screamer or the mu'adhin call at the top of his lungs, Hayya ala al-falah, come towards success, you can't deny that the entirety of religion is focused upon success. There's not another system on the face of this earth in which someone comes out 5 times a day to tell you, come to success. Move towards success. And if you study at depth every aspect of the deen, it is designed to make you successful, as our Sheikh said, Umar al-Banna, not only in the akhirah, but successful in this life and in the next. I will give certain examples. Psychologists say that the most productive emotion is the emotion of gratitude.
As Buddha once said, we are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. Speak or act with an impure mind and trouble will follow, as the wheel follows the ox that draws the cart. Let's begin. I am strength. I am energetic. I am powerful. I am open to receive. I am abundant. I am blessed. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am successful.
Breathing light into the body, 360 degrees, as if you're standing in a web of light, and you can breathe light from the sun into the body. You can breathe light from the earth into the body, and you are the center of your own universe. Breathing light in from the universe around you, 360 degrees. Breathing out any energy that you need to release.
Must host a neural lace will be developed, connecting our brains to the AI.
Television technology continues to grow by leaps and bounds. Scientists estimate by the end of the century, via the means of virtual reality, a man will be able to simulate making love to any woman he wants to. It's going to make crack look like Sanka, all right?
A world where the limits of reality are your own imagination.
And a portal to a new era of discovery, where everyone has access to the incredible.
Our money is something you know nothing about?
I do know. I went down there. I played with the thing.
You're being like a child. You play some video game one time and you have to have it?
It's not a video game. I keep telling you, it's not a video game.
All right. What is it?
It's so good. You can't even compare it. It's like on this. You can do anything you want. You can ski on the Alps. You're riding a raft through the Colorado River. You can be in the spaceship. Everything you do, it's like you're doing it. You're right there. You're doing it.
We do these things together?
Of course, yeah.
This is the Oasis, a whole virtual universe. You can do anything, be anyone, without going anywhere at all. The Oasis was created by James Halliday, and what he left behind changed everything. A contest, 3 impossible challenges. The first to finish gets complete control of the Oasis, which means complete control of the future.
The contest has got to be about connecting with someone, connecting with the world. So we take it together?
Sure. save the oasis.
Save the world.
Are you ready?
That's better. I'll wave to you from the finish line.
Come in. Hello? Is anyone there? Can you read me?
There you are.
Our story begins beyond the golden mountains of Carpathia, where, awakened by the power of the untold people, an ancient wizard decided to show us, once again, how to achieve pure joy, to let ourselves shine and feel as we never felt before, to live as one. With love in his heart, the wizard opened once more the magical gates of Transylvania, transforming the great city of Cluj into the world capital of night and magic.
Many dimensions. The human, as well as the universe, is far more complex than scientists would have you believe. As physics is the science of the physical realm and its laws and functions, metaphysics is the science
you can be my guiding light
and spiritual.
Keep me company in the night. It's all I need, all I want is for you to stay a little longer now, with arms around me like a border.
This location is like perfectly designed for this kind of festival. Everything together fits like a puzzle, you know.
I was amazed by the amount of awesome people I've seen here.
Getting into your touch, I can never get enough. Diving deep into your ocean.
With hundreds of thousands of networks around the globe, millions upon millions of computers and mobile devices bundled to a global network. Communication, transmission, reception. Welcome to the virtual assistant of the Abiogenesis project. And now we talk about the fluctuations of the environment and their origin. Fluctuations, a term describing any hesitation or any periodic change. In quantum mechanics, random deviations from the mean values of the physical quantities characterizing the system of a large number of particles. Caused by the thermal motion of particles or quantum mechanical effects. According to one theory, the birth of the universe was caused by just vacuum fluctuations.
Only music can help you find the right way. The way you should follow today. This way will take you to the best genres of music from around the world.
Because you got to make a move.
And we will begin. And a big cleansing breath in and out. Exhaling through our mouth and in through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. And always remember, from this point on, as you breathe in, you're breathing in all that's in your highest good. And as you exhale, you're exhaling all that no longer serves you. So again, breathe in all that's in your highest good. And exhale all that no longer serves you. And we're rested and relaxed. We look high in the sky.
then for the first time you look around and the beauty of nature is revealed. Then you listen to the harmony of the universe, the symphony of the stars. Then everything starts to become more and more beautiful. Layers and layers of beauty are revealed. Your eyes have a penetrating force. Wherever you look, you go deep. Even in rocks, you feel flowers blossoming.
And feel or sense there's a very large urn, and out of the urn is pouring liquid light. And as Cryon tells us, this light is infused with sparkles of diamonds. And this essence is pouring down through our higher bodies, down to our crown, and it's bathing us, going down over our brown chakra, and in through our crown and into our brown chakra, and we breathe it in. And release. And we can sense that from this point on, we have much more clarity in our vision. Audience, clairescence, clairvoyance. And at the side, as we feel it pouring down deep farther inside of us, down to our throats, and we can feel that entering our throat chakra. And we breathe that in. And release. And we feel, we know, we sense. We will only be able to speak truth from this point on. This is the newness in us from today, this point forward. And as we feel it pouring down the liquid light, we feel it sparkling across our shoulders and down our arms and into our fingers, pouring down our chest and into our high heart. Our hearts. And we breathe it in. And we release. We feel in our heart is expanding. The doors are opening. We're letting love out. We're letting love in. We're letting love out. And we're letting love in. It is that give and take, polarities. And we feel our heart is lighter because as the doors open, the burdens are taken away. And you can see that now. Our little hawk friend is here. And he's asking you to put all your cares and troubles in a satchel or a backpack or a purse or a brown paper bag. Doesn't matter. Put them from your heart. All those worries from your heart, put them in that bag. Our little hawk is going to carry them off to source to be transmuted into something much more positive. Feel that being taken away. Feel your heart being light. Feel it. Sense it. Know it. As that liquid light pours down into our solar plexus, and it swirls around and around, and all those knots that are there are being unwound. We are calmer, we are stiller as we breathe in that light and release. We can feel that. We're much more peaceful now. As we go down into our sacral chakra and feel that light pouring in. Pouring down and around and awakening our creative selves. Breathe that in and release. we sense, we feel. That from this point on, we'll be much more creative in our thought forms, in our activities, in our work, in our play. No matter what we do, we will have much more creative side to it, much greater. And we feel that light pouring down now, down to our root chakra, and the activation is there. And that light is awakening, and we breathe that in and release. And we know that we are safe. We sense, we feel. We are grounded. All our needs are being taken care of at this point on. We know that. From all we've learned today, we can just go into the system and get anything we want. Anything. Now we're ready to take this light down deep into around our hips and breathe it down our legs to our knees. Sometimes the light gets stuck at our knees. Oh, we don't want to move. But it's okay, you're safe. Let that light flow around your knees. And down deep. Down your calves. To your ankles. And now you're feeling an awakening at the soles of your feet. You can feel the tingling, the vibration of light as it exits from the chakras at the soles of our feet. Down deep into Mother Earth. Feel that light entering Mother Earth, entering Gaia, down deep to the very heart.
So that we feel strangers and aliens in this world. And this is terribly plausible. Simply because it's what we're used to. But when you really start questioning this, say, is that the way I have to perceive life is? I know everybody does, but does that make it true? It doesn't necessarily. It ain't necessarily. And so then as you question this basic assumption that underlies our culture, you find you get a new kind of common sense. It becomes absolutely obvious.
Now, when we are done that, we can bring the light back up. But Gaia has a present for you. Everything and every gift that you've deposited for her, she is multiplying that 10,000-fold. And as you bring up the light from Gaia up, 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 up to the soles of your feet, you feel a true awakening, a revitalization, an awareness that there's abundance for us in this world. We do not have to feel the lack or want from this point on. It is all there is. An abundance of all you need. And you feel it entering the soles of your feet. And now they're burning, they're on fire with so much energy. But this is not energy to make you uncomfortable or agitated. This is energy that makes you feel rejuvenated, yet calm. You feel at peace. You feel comforted. And you're ready to bring it up through your ankles to your knees, up your thighs, around your hips to your root chakra. Bring it up farther. Up your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, up through your heart, your throat, all the way up through your head, right back to source. And feel it perfectly connected, your perfect conduit, from as above, so below, and you can feel that connection from feel that this light is like a fountain coming up from your head as well. And it surrounds your being. And you can see within all these little filaments of the light, there's also bands of light that are going around and around you. It's a grid, it's your personal grid. Feel it, sense it. You feel within you the power. You feel within you the glory. You feel within you God. For you, my dears, are God. And as you go forth today, it's important for you to know that your presence matters. The light you carry is admitted to all. The land that you touch, the people you touch, the people you see, the animals you see, the ground that you see. For from your eyes also comes the light. It emanates. The light also comes from your voice, from your breath. It's important to keep our thoughts and our words pure, and goodness and truth, so that the light can spread forth, and others look and others watch, and they want to emulate you because they see that you have something that they do not, or shall I say they think they do not. So my dears, rest assured that you have been more than blessed on this day. You have an awakening, a connection, moving up the spiral, getting the one step closer to the one. Take a deep breath in and release, and in and release. And one last time, a big breath and release. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes as we come back to the room. And as I would teach to my students, you can wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wiggle your shoulders, and wiggle your nose. And when you have no more wiggles left in you, you can be as still as can be.
It is those who can see and feel the energy who know that in this place there is a change. The communication is real. Starting from the back of the room forward, the entourage begins its journey until it reaches the stage. I know some who feel it and some who don't. We say this as we've been said before, if you are one who is here in disbelief, this is not a time to convince you. All we would ask of you is to open your heart and allow for a moment. What if this was real? What if this is real? Would you allow Spirit to touch you and to show you it is? Would that be too much? What have you got to lose? And then there are those who know that this is a time that is exactly as predicted. What is here is what you think is here. That there is an energy on the other side of the veil, which many of you call God or Spirit, that is a family and connected to you. And this process is a completion of the connection for this time. That this process one which speaks to many of you at the same time, and this same process is the one that you personally have. And it may not speak to you in these words, in this way, in this language, but it's still the process. Could it be that you are hearing Cryon, a piece of the creative energy which comes to you in your reality through the channel who sits in the chair? And some will believe it and some won't. So this is for those who understand and believe. This is for those who've gathered in this room. A message for all, but specifically for you. Some messages, they contain physics. Some messages, they contain concepts. Some messages are predictions and facts. I present this one for the season. What is the season? In linearity, where I am, in the culture that I sit in, it is a pronouncement of faith in the Master of Love. And so it becomes a holiday of love. And if I'm going to do it accurately, I'm going to do it in this way. I'm going to represent my partner's case for singularity. I'm going to call it this: promises from a personal God. Oh, human being, there's such a singularity in the way you think. It is your bias, it is the way you are. And every single one of you, including my partner, has it. It is what you are learning to get around. It is what you are learning to circumvent. But how does a human learn to think differently? In your reality, the singularness creates one soul, one human being, one truth, one God, one belief, one way that is right when all the others are not. That is the bias, is it not? And in there is created what we would call rules of men. And the rules of men tell you how it works. And as my partner says, depending upon the box that you go to, the rules change. And I want to give you the truth. From my perspective, I want to eliminate the bias. I want to take you in a circle for a moment and hold hands with you and tell you about a God of promise. In this great shift, in this holiday season, in a time of love, I would like to de-stress this moment. And so I'm going to give you the promises that I've prepared. Oh, it won't take long. But the energy in which this is given is of love so strong that the ages are involved here. And I'm going to present it to my partner in a way he can't miss it. He can't miss it. It'll soar through the Akash, through the creation of the planet before humans ever arrived, giving you the promises of the Creator. So you can sit in the chairs and hear it and decide what it means to you. Promise number one. It's not going to sound like a promise. This is a quantum attribute. It doesn't sound like a promise, It sounds like a statement. It's a promise. And here is the basis of all basis. Truth is love. Now that's a quantum statement for you, for all of that is fraught with pregnant potential for misunderstanding. Truth means so many things to so many people. Love means so many things to so many people. Think of this. The truth of God, the truth of life, the truth of all doctrines on the planet, the truth of the facts is love. And it is the love that God has for humanity, and the love that humanity has back for God. This is the cycle which cannot be diminished with intellect. This is the cycle and the truth that cannot be broken. For it's not a straight line, it's a circle, and it always will be. This is discovery. Truth is love.